Gotcha. Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, my sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell You Truth. Y'all all see Blow made it back okay. All right, I know there's a lot of people out there worried about Blow going over to Africa, but he made it back. Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, we thank everybody for coming in again today. We got a hot topic. I mean, a hot topic for you today. The topic of the day is we've been robbed. Absolutely. We've been robbed out of everything. Why they get us looking one way, they be putting the slip.
Running out the back door with the money.
They going out the back though. Okay, Tommy with the top. We see you out there, baby boy. Hey, thanks for showing up. I know you faithful like that. Okay, along with the rest of our people, I know they coming into the quake. We was off last week, man. We appreciate y'all being patient, waiting us to get back. But we definitely been robbed out here today. That's what we gonna focus on. We've been robbed. You know, when somebody committing a robbery, you got to get distracted for somebody to rob you, right?
Exactly.
They're gonna distract you on one side. Hey, Sarah Bell, we see you out there. They're gonna distract you from one side while they're doing something to you. That's what we've been getting. That's what's been happening to us. We've been getting duped. I'm telling you, we've been getting duped while they're running up the back door with all our goods, giving it away to everybody, and we left them with nothing. We working for it, but we losing it because it's going out the back door. Y'all know how it is.
You already know. It's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563. Again, 704-449-6563 at Highlight or at Everyone. Like the page. Put your cash apps up. Make sure you share the video. You can find us on YouTube so you can comment and share at Time to Tell the Truth Podcast. All one word. Time to Tell the Truth Podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead and do that. Share it up. We're going to give people time to get in the comments because we got a couple of big doggone videos we need to show y'all today. And we got absolutely going to do that. We're going to put that highlight at followers, and we're just going to boost the post and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we getting ready to get down on it, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be a heck of an episode. We've been working on this, and we just wanted to fill y'all in, man, simply because people just don't know enough. We don't get to see enough, man. We don't pay attention enough. And I get it. We all busy. Mm-hmm. We got life. We got other things going on. I got other things going on. But we got to come in here every week, man, and give y'all them updates. Because we know y'all just as busy, if not busier than we are, man. So we definitely got to give y'all those updates on what's going on. I know y'all missed us last week, man. And but don't worry about it. We back in action today, and we'll give you an update whenever we have to be out again. We'll just do it like that. Without any further ado, I guess we're going to try to get into some of these videos. I know we got some late comers that's coming in a little bit, man, but everybody need to see this, and they need to know this, man, because we're being tricked, we're being robbed. I don't know why everybody ain't mad about it, man. I'll be honest with y'all. I've been waiting on somebody to go to jail. Yeah, I want somebody in jail. I want somebody locked up. Because you don't do this kind of stuff, man, without getting locked up, man.
You're right.
People get locked up for far less than what these clowns done did. Most of them done committed treason of some sort. You know what I'm saying? So somebody ought to be locked up, man. I'm a sole believer, and you need to lock somebody up.
You want to show the one with the stealing first?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Will to please share this video with family, friends, and especially Democrats. We now have evidence that Joe Biden and the Democrats lied to the American people. We now have all of the receipts and evidence that they put millions and millions of illegal immigrants on Social Security at maximum capacity, more money than you're receiving. They put them on food stamps. They put them on Medicaid. They even allowed them to vote. Let's go ahead and react to this video together, and you'll see why I am so angry today.
And then you'll notice there's a strange trend here where how many Social Security numbers were issued? Do you want to?
Yeah, so let me tell you what happened here. We started at the top of the system.
You want to talk about a lot of it?
We started at the top of the system, mapping the whole system of Social Security to understand where all the fraud was. And there's a lot of great people there that showed us really a lot of waste. And so that came up with a big list of stuff they're working on. You've heard some of that already, but this is what jumped out at us. When we saw these numbers, we were like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting social security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, just this literally blew us away. Like, we went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident.
Okay, so they're just trying to clean up so.
What's going on, family? We see you out there. We see you gaslighting. Yeah, we had to stop this right now to bring you up to speed on what this thing is talking about. They got all this fraud, man. All you had to do was come in and be an illegal, and you can get on Social Security at full maximum capacity. You get the maximum amount of money. You ain't worked one day. I mean, to get no Social Security, you get the max. Here you is got people, grandmamas, mamas, and all these people out here right now, okay, that ain't getting the max, might not be getting but $1,000 a month, $1,500, and these people come in and get maxed out. That's why I want somebody locked up, because it ain't right.
From day one.
Yeah.
From their first day in the country, they eligible for maximum Social Security.
Maximum food stamps, maximum Medicare. And here we just got to work our whole life and don't get nothing. Man, you trying to tell me? I'm trying to say, man, somebody need to be locked up. I want somebody locked up. Trump, you ain't doing enough till you start locking somebody up. That's how I feel, man. Yeah, I feel like somebody needs to be getting locked up over this, man. Come on. They found this stuff by accident. We're going to get back to it, but we coming back to this.
So basically what they said was in 2022 or 2023,
21. It started in 21.
200,000 new Social Security numbers issued. And the next year, what it jumped up to 2.1
1 billion. Or was it million? 2.1 million. It jumped right up by letting all these people in, just issuing Social Security numbers. No checks, no background checks, no name. Just go ahead and send them a Social Security number. Yeah, for real? So I need somebody in jail today. Yeah, they have been out too long. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get back to it, bro. Man, that pissed me off, man.
Here we go.
Social Security. Democrats say Elon Musk is going to steal your money. These guys, they just go in to find the fraud. And what they find is millions of illegal immigrants purposely put on Social Security, maxed out, and then put into all of the different systems so that illegals could live off of your money, your family, your hard work.
And this isn't political, by the way. My parents are immigrants. Yeah, this country's been great to us. My brother and sister all born in Spain. I'm pro-legal immigration. This is not political. This is not political. This is about America and the future of America. And there are a lot of good people in the system that pointed us in this direction. I want to honor them right now. That work in the government today, who took risks to show us these numbers and tell us what's going on. Yeah. So I want to stop for a minute. I want to honor those people today. Very good people. Very good people. I have been from DC to Social Security offices to the border to track this down, and very good people have helped us along the way. I want to thank them.
Yeah.
This number, what this is when you come in the country, if you're illegal, there's a couple ways to come in. You come in through a port of entry, and you can tell them you're afraid. They'll give you an asylum case. You'll get an interview, then you get in. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just go to the border. Literally, this happened. I talked to Border Patrol myself. Elon was there too. I went to Laredo, and I went to Bronzeville. Elon went to Eagle Pass. You walk up to a Border Patrol officer, and you tell them you want to come in. They have a couple of choices. They could charge you with a misdemeanor or a felony under 1325, or they can make it an administrative offense, like a parking ticket, basically. They were told to do that, make it an administrative offense under the last administration. And then you go walk across the border. They do what's called a release your own recognizance, and they give you an NTA, notice to appear, which is to appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok, you'll see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people. Okay, so what happens then? Once
do you understand what Democrats did? All those years, I was updating you with news, telling you that they're letting these people in and that the courts are being stacked up. Now, didn't even cross my mind. They're purposely flooding the courts. so that these 700 judges will never be able to get to the over 5 million people that came in that they put on our financial system.
Okay, now this is what we're talking about. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Okay, you want to sneak and be the sneak move. We've been robbed. That's what I'm talking about. We've been robbed.
Oh, no,
Look over here, and we're going to sneak them in over there.
I don't think people understood what he just said. So basically what he
Reiterate
said
it,
was,
bro.
so basically what he's saying is they letting people either you could just come and say that you're scared, they'll let you in, or you could come to the border and say that you come in and then you want to come in and apply to be here. So what they'll do is they'll let them in and give them a court date, but the judge won't be able to see them for 5 to 6 years.
If that, now it's more than that. Like all them people, man, they'll never get to see them people.
5 to 6 years with 5.1 million people, when they go see these people?
I'm telling you, look over here. They're going out the back door. Why they robbing us? They're robbing us out of our Social Security, Medicare. Why you keep thinking they talking about, oh, Medicare gonna be gone? I know it's gonna be gone. You keep giving it away.
Yeah, and then they got you thinking that Trump the one go in it. It's already being given away.
Absolutely. He getting him to say, yeah, that's crazy, Dallas. Man, I'm telling you, man, this thing is absurd. Yeah.
What's going on, Latoya? What's going on, cuz?
Yeah.
What's going on, Gaslight? I see you. And then
We see. Hey, we thank y'all, man.
Yeah,
Throw your cash apps up.
You're right.
Comment.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, the way they doing this stuff, man. That ain't all. We get ready to get into some more of this thing. We had to stop it, man, just to let you know. These people are terrible.
Yeah, they terrible.
Yeah.
They get more benefits than the American people.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what Trump been talking about.
Exactly, the whole time. But they got you hating this person. I don't know why. We showed you last week, Elon and them was best buddies. They were best buddies with Barack Obama, with Oprah Winfrey. Now all of a sudden, they don't like him no more. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, Al Sharpton and them love Donald Trump. He done go look back, look at the old tapes, man. Stop being tricked out here. Go back and look at it. Yeah, man, people are terrible out here. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna do some more, man.
Our Social Security, our Medicaid. If you are a senior, you should be absolutely out of your mind pissed. And you should be calling your senator and your House of Representative and demanding people be investigated and arrested. No, just arrested. This is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that an illegal is stealing money from the Social Security that takes care of my mother, are you kidding me?
If you're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, and we map the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form called the 766, that's the authorization, and then Social Security Administration automatically sends you in the mail your Social Security number. No interview, no ID.
This is worth just reiterating. It's not people sometimes think that under the Biden administration that he was simply asleep.
Yeah. We're gonna play that back.
Oh, this is so funny.
Look at him, man.
Oh, boy, I screwed up with blurry. Hold on, let me fix it.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Hey, Brittany, we see you out there.
Oh,
It's
my
crazy,
goodness.
man. Look, okay. So all you got to do is apply for a work permit on the 763, I think.
On 765.
765 and on the 766,
Yeah.
they're gonna send you back a Social Security number. They don't even know who you is. They don't know. Hey,
No, they don't
hey,
do no
bro.
ID, no nothing.
Yeah, bro, can I order about 4 of them?
And you said,
I need to order me about 5 Social
if
Security
you
numbers.
talk
Yeah.
about Elon gonna steal you, so
Yeah. Why Elon? Why do Elon got to steal your Social Security number when he can order up 5 or 6 of them? I can order up about many as I want, but hey,
you better not. That's the thing. You better not.
Come on, bro.
You're going to jail.
Why all these people ordering up Social Security numbers?
Shoot, you going to
Look,
jail.
I need about 4 or 5 more, and I can do something with it.
You going to
Yeah,
jail.
come on, man. Dog.
Yeah, y'all missed it. Y'all
Yeah,
last
we
week.
appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I need to order up me 5 or 6 of them since they just giving them away. Y'all talking about Elon gonna steal your stuff. How many people y'all got protesting out there right now about Elon gonna steal Social Security? What? You done already gave it away.
You're not Mexican enough. You're right.
Yeah,
You're going to jail. You must
Oui, senor. I need me some stuff. Man, come on, man. Can you believe this crap? These people just ordering up. They just ordering it up. Oh my God. Let me. Do y'all understand how Social Security works? Some of y'all out here might be young. I'm an older gentleman. Okay, I can tell you how it works because I'm looking forward to this. They're gonna take the best 5 years that you done work, and they're gonna add them up, and that determines on how much you get. Okay. If you ain't worked much in your life, you're gonna get a very little bit.
Yeah.
If you ain't made much money, you're gonna get it. You ain't put in much into Social Security. Okay, if you're making 150,000, you might get $3,000-$4,000 a month. You ain't been making up with $40,000-$50,000 a year in them your highest years, 5 years since you've been working, you might get $1,000 a month. That's the way that works. And once you make so much money, then you stop paying into Social Security altogether. I don't know, everybody know that. You make, don't quote me on this, but I think if you make somewhere around 200,000, 250,000, they just stop taking out Social Security because you done maxed out what you putting in.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't just take it out no more. You still gonna get it, but they don't take it out. Now I'm talking about how's all these people out here getting the Social Security that I'm putting in, and you telling me I won't get none, and the people just ordering up numbers, getting the max. We just said they're getting the max, man. Stop playing with me, man. I'm telling you, stop playing with me. They're getting the max Social Security, and here I got to work like a dog to get it? Really? And they come right in on it? Man, that's crazy.
Now let's get back to it. That's crazy.
You're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, and we map the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form called the 766, that's the authorization, and then Social Security Administration automatically sends you in the mail your Social Security number. No interview, no ID.
This is worth just reiterating. It's not people sometimes think that under the Biden administration that he was simply asleep at the switch. He wasn't asleep.
No.
They weren't asleep at the switch. It was a massive, large-scale program to import as many illegals as possible, ultimately to change the entire voting map of the United States and disenfranchise the American people and make it a permanent, deep blue, one-party state from which there would be no escape.
Look, if I hadn't seen this myself, I'm not sure I'd have believed it. I went through it myself and mapped it. And Elon is right. This is true. The defaults in the system from Social Security to all of the benefit programs have been set to max inclusion, max pay for these people, and minimum collection. That's what's happening. We found 1.3 million of them already on Medicaid, as an example. We've gone.
Okay, so almost 5 million come in, over 4 million on maximum Social Security after working 0 days in America. So you have
I need somebody going to jail. I'm telling you, I want somebody locked up right now. Y'all run around here locking up everybody. I need somebody locked up. All this stealing going on. I want somebody locked up, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I want somebody locked up. They ain't doing enough. Trump, you ain't doing enough. You right. Y'all right. All the people that don't like Donald Trump, you right. He ain't doing enough. He needs to be locking somebody up. They should have already been locked up.
Yeah, you're right. Might as well. This is getting worse at this point. Might as well open the border up.
Yeah.
It's been open.
It's been open.
The man said 1.3 million of the people of the 5.1 on Medicare, free health care.
Absolutely. Which you can't get, by the way. People out here scuffling, man, for their health care. You know how much that garbage costs? We went over the other week.
Oh my God!
About insurance.
My job, you can't even. It ain't even affordable. You ain't gonna get no check to pay your bills.
Absolutely. You start trying to pay for your health insurance, and they giving it away,
and you ain't even using it half the time. Why would I pay $288 every 2 weeks and I ain't even using the
God
thing?
Almighty.
My health care, my job, $288.
Yeah, but if you do use it, you ain't getting nothing. You still gonna get a bill in the mail when you go to the doctor. Hey, what's up, Cal, man? We see you out there. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Miss Opportunity. And Brittany, the realtor. Thanks y'all for joining in. Look, you go out there I'm telling you, you're going to still wind up with doctor bills. I don't care how much you pay. We talked about the insurance company last week
A couple weeks ago.
or a couple of weeks
That's
ago.
what-
Yeah. We talked about how they didn't want infiltrating everything. You still need to be locking somebody up, Trump. I'm telling you, we waiting on somebody to be locked up. That's what the people waiting on, because we know they've been stealing.
But
We've been getting robbed. We're getting robbed blind. Everybody worried about Social Security and Medicaid. I hear all these Democrats hollering about it. I want to hear you hollering about these people getting all this free stuff, all this free Medicaid, just getting Social Security numbers, all this free Social Security. Holler about that, man, and find that fraud. If you stop getting it away, we'll have something.
And the only thing y'all talk about is fraud, Trump go end it.
Yeah.
No, he's trying to clean up this mess.
Exactly. That's all we hearing, man. He gonna end it. How you gonna end it when they're giving it away? Trump didn't give it away. They gave it away.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Stop playing.
That's true.
We'll get back to the video, man. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
An American man who worked 40, 50 years, they're now collecting Social Security. An illegal immigrant comes in, and within 5 minutes, they get a Social Security, maximum Social Security benefits, and then boom, Medicaid, boom, they get on food stamps, boom, they get disability, all these different programs. It's insane.
On every benefit program we went through, we found groups from this particular group of people, this 5.5 million people in those benefit programs. And then what was really, really disturbing us was why. We're asking ourselves why.
Right.
And so we actually just took a sample and looked at voter registration records. And we found people here registered to vote in this population, yes.
And who did vote?
And we found some by sampling that actually did vote. And we have referred them to prosecution at the Homeland Security Investigation Service.
Yeah.
Already, that is already happening right now. Yeah. And the truly disturbing thing, though, I just want you to know this, a truly disturbing thing to me, and the darkest thing about this to me, the voter fraud is terrible, but the human tragedy this created is extraordinary, because what you don't understand, and people don't know, and Americans need to know, that's why I'm here, is that human traffickers made $13 to $15 billion off of this, okay? That's the money that's going around the world, moving people around the world to our borders because of these incentives. How does it work? What happens? Hey, if you're in Africa and you're in Central America, you got to walk up through Mexico, through Central America. Who do you pay? You pay the narcos, you pay the traffickers, right? And we were told by ICE, it's between $20,000 and $500, depends if they pick you up, to walk across all those countries and get all the way up to the border. Where's that money goes? It goes to the cartels. It goes to human traffickers, right? There are 30,000 children that have not appeared on the notice to appear already. ICE knows this. 30,000 children, 270,000 children didn't even get notices to appear. ICE told us that kids are being trafficked back and forth across the border to complete families to make this easier. This is a human tragedy. It's not just the money, it's the people and the kids. And how many of these people died on the way up here that didn't make it in? What happened?
I want to reiterate something like that. What he was saying was they'll traffic a child across with a family, send them back across to get another family, and come back across. Man, come on, man. Stop playing with me, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like you said, Brittany, that's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
I'm in Texas.
I'm still trying to figure out how so many illegals get jobs, cars, car insurance, apartments, government assistance without being a citizen. Man,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Well, absolutely, man. That's what we furious about. Because ain't nobody sending them to jail. I need the people that's doing this to be sent to jail. I'm talking about somebody's responsible for doing this, and they know they're doing it, and they ought to be locked up. Not I got to work my whole freaking life and try to get some maximum Social Security and probably won't never achieve it. And you can just walk in here and request a Social Security number, and they give you maximum Social Security, maximum food stamps, maximum everything. Man, come on, man. Stop playing with me. I want all y'all out there that always talking junk about what's going on. Look for yourself. Man, these people are crazy, man. And why they think Trump's popularity keep going up? Because people are seeing it for themselves now. Stop being blind, man. Let's finish it up, Blow.
To them. We created a system here that created a incentive for people to come and be taken advantage of by these traffickers. And how do you think they get paid? Well, you're in Africa, Central America, you got $20,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 to pay these traffickers? No, you don't. What happens? You come in, then you owe them the money. You're an indentured servant. If you don't pay them, what happens? What do? They kill your mother, they kill your brother, they kill your family. What happens next? That's what we discovered. And I have to tell you, it's tragic to me. The tragedy, the human tragedy this created is extraordinary. That's the real problem. This is America. We don't do this here in America.
Yeah.
We don't do.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Now you see why I want somebody locked up. They ought to be locked up. Somebody doing something like that, man, it's terrible. Yeah, we've been ripped off. Yeah, we've been ripped off permanently. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this thing is terrible. We need to stop it. We need to make a fuss about it. Stop listening to the hype. You know, stop listening to the hype, man. The hype is, oh, we want you to be mad at this person, mad at that person. Man, come on. That's crazy.
I new to the channel, how it's going. What's going on?
Yes, sir.
But Susie.
Big butt Susie.
That big booty Susie.
Oh, big booty Susie. Okay, yeah. I'm just telling you. We got to start paying attention to what's going on. They've been tricking us long enough, man. Al Sharpton them, we showed you Al Sharpton them hanging out with the people. All of a sudden, they don't like them. They sway us, man, by what we listen to. We done went over everything with y'all. We done went over how the algorithms work. Yep. If you Google something, let me Google something against Donald Trump, everything against Donald Trump start coming up. The algorithm wants you to see what it wants you think you're looking for. You got to look at both sides of this thing, man. You got to look at common sense first. I think most people lose it when they just take common sense out of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. A lot of people know better, man. A lot of people don't keep it 100.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I say that every week.
Yeah, he showed
you don't keep it 100. If I don't like somebody and somebody tell me something good about them, if I don't commend them for the good, then I mean I'm a hypocrite.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Like Art say this all the time. You don't have to make a bad person bad.
No, he's gonna be bad by himself. I don't have to make Donald Trump bad. He's gonna be bad all by himself. I don't have to throw nothing false out there on him. I don't have to make up stuff on him to try to make him be bad. That's what they're doing. When you find somebody doing something to try to make somebody be worse than they are, then you ought to look at the people that's trying to do it.
Because anybody that come in here or call up here and tell me and our week in and week out that Donald Trump go in Social Security, oh, they cutting off federal student loans and all this stuff, but you ain't got nothing negative to say about what we just showed you, then what is you really doing? You just hating the man because you just want to hate the man.
Absolutely.
Now somebody go keep it 100 and say, you know what? I don't like Donald Trump, but the Democrats are doing that. That was fine.
Oh, but they always tell me I don't say nothing bad about Donald. There's a lot of things I don't like about Donald Trump. Hey, Kevin, we see you. What's up, man? The topic of the day is we've been robbed. And, you know, you probably need to go back when you finish and check out what we've been talking about. But we've been robbed. We got us looking one way and we go on the next way. Oh, a few things that I don't like that Donald Trump's doing. For all y'all naysayers out there, okay? I don't like it because he's supporting the dog. I call it the genocide in Israel. You over there carpet bombing all them people on the Gaza Strip. Man, come on. If anybody know anything about what's going on over there, it ain't over 40,000 doggone of the people that they looking for. It ain't 40,000 of them. And you gonna bomb everything. You know what that's like? Going down there to the Charlotte Coliseum and saying we got a terrorist in here and just bombing the whole Coliseum full of people. That's what that's like. You call that genocide, bro. Come on, man. It ain't over 40,000 Hamas members altogether. That was back then. It's probably less than that now. And I might be exaggerating the numbers. So I'm trying to tell you, I'm exaggerating. 40,000 Hamas members, you got over 2 million people down there on that Gaza Strip. Man, that's crazy, man. Let me tell you. You got over 2 million people on the Gaza Strip. You got less than 40,000 Hamas people, and you're just gonna bomb all them people, man, all them people, women and children over there. I don't like Trump for that.
Yeah,
I don't like Trump for bombing Yemen over there. You got these few fools over there shooting rockets at our ships. You just go over there bombing everything. Hey, Trump, I call you out on that. Yes, a few things you don't like, but there's a lot of things I do like. But when it comes to stuff like that, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like all the money he put in the space program.
Right.
You trying to go up there and then go see if it's life on Mars and all that. And I say all the time, you fly one less rocket, you could then go in homelessness.
Well, if you one less rocket ship to the moon and you can give everybody free health care, how about that? One less rocket ship.
Yes, I don't like.
Yeah, come on, man. I speak against you, but at least you doing something. Dog, all this other foolishness we had going on ain't doing nothing. Giving everything away. Dog, come on, man. Why I work for it. We ain't gonna do that. Oh, we're gonna show you another clip. We got another clip for you. We got another clip we need to show you. That wasn't the only one. This is for all the people. Everybody know who Stephen A. Smith is. He got a few words for a few people too. You know, about what's going on out here. He gonna keep it 100. That's why me and Blow, we actually like it. I didn't like Stephen A. at one point.
Not me either. But I mean, one thing about it is, if you willing enough to keep it 100, then I
got to respect that.
I'm a rock.
You're never going to believe what the mainstream media just admitted about President Donald J. Trump. How is this even happening? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to jump into today's news with you. Thank you so much for liking and sharing these videos and supporting the community. I've got some crazy news that I want to share with you guys. The mainstream media is against Trump. The Democrats are against Trump. Now Wall Street is claiming we're about to have a great recession, a 1987 Black Monday swan event. But then why is President Trump rising in popularity? If the economy is about to implode, if Wall Street's about to explode, why on earth is President Donald J. Trump becoming even more popular? Check.
Oh, I wanted to iterate this. We're going to get back to the show for a second, but I wanted to iterate this. Me and Blow was talking before the show. Most of what's going on out here right now don't even affect you. I'm going to keep it real. Most of you ain't even in the stocks like that. Most of you ain't even in the markets like that. A lot of you don't even have 401ks. If you do, you ought to tell the people that you got, don't be doing no risky investment. Invest solid in companies that they know is still going to stand. That's what you do if you got the 401k. I mean, and so by the stock market falling, they got all of us out here. I'm talking about well, dog, the stock market plunging. That ain't affecting me like that, man.
No, to be honest, you're right.
Yeah, that ain't affecting me like that, man. I don't care nothing about all that mess. What I care about is you getting out all my money I done worked for to these people that don't deserve it. You need to be giving me some of that money back. Yeah, and helping some of the people that I know of. So I don't care nothing about all that. See, you look over here and you're getting robbed at the back door. That's what's happening. Yeah, they're going out the back door with everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, how do you get robbed? By not paying attention to what's going on right there. Somebody distract you. You get one to distract you and the other rob you. That's how you get robbed.
Yeah, you're right though, because I had a family member come in and tell me the other day, well, you see what your president doing to the stock market. And you're right, they ain't even got no stock.
You ain't got no stock. What you worrying about some stock market for? That's what I'm talking about. Man, that's crazy. Come on, man. That don't affect most of you.
You're right.
Yeah, it don't even have nothing to do with most of you. And if you do got a 401k or you do have a little bit invested, invest smart. Invest in the stuff that you know that's going to stand still.
The way the economy has been, some of us had to cash out that 401k. But they better not tell nobody that look like us we got nothing in there.
Absolutely.
You already know they gonna get that. How many people you know?
Yeah.
Right now that's working every day and they see they got 15, 10,000 all they could just take out today.
Yeah.
Oh, you think they're gonna say, oh no, I'm gonna leave that in there for 30 years from now.
Yeah.
They're taking that right there.
Yeah, absolutely. If they need it. So I just wanted to iterate that. They have you looking one way and you get robbed the other way. Nobody's been paying attention to all this stuff they're doing, and they want to throw us on boogeyman chases. Oh, you go down to Walmart and protest them and keep all this other stuff going up. Walmart don't do us no good protesting. Me and Bloden already talked about that.
Nope.
They got you tricked. Man, that's crazy. We'll get back to it.
Check this out. According to JL Partner and Daily Mail, They just did a new poll where they found that President Trump became not only more popular, but 4 points more popular. You guys, this doesn't happen. A president doesn't go up 4 points. Oh, and guess what? He went up 1 point the week before that. So he's up 5 points in the last 2 weeks. So all of the complaining and all of the worrying that Donald J. Trump is going to collapse America, collapse the stock market, ruin your retirement.
If you've recently been injured in a car accident that wasn't your fault, I've got one question for you. Do you know how to get the maximum compensation?
It's all fear mongering. And I'll go into greater detail on why that is the case. But I wanted to share that with you. Now, share with me in the comments, why do you think that is happening? Why do you think suddenly President Donald J. Trump is becoming even more popular with the American people? I'll go through some ideas with you. So I think President Trump is doing a great job. The drop Wall Street and the media are complaining about is actually kind of a small drop. Yes, it's billions, hundreds of billions of dollars in changes in valuation over the entire stock market. But on the grand scale, it's really small. Think about this. There were 2 very big stock market drops under President Joe Biden, but nobody brings that up. They just say, oh, well, Donald Trump, he's going to collapse things, when in reality, the American people, you know, the ones that only own 12% of the stock market and 50% don't own any of the stock market, they're not complaining. They're not worrying because they realize that the stock market is not the U.S. economy. It's just where the rich park their money so that it can grow faster than a bank. Now, I believe that Trump is becoming more popular because he's keeping campaign promises. I believe Donald Trump is becoming more popular because he continues to fight for the American worker, better jobs, higher pay, and driving down inflation. This guy is hammering on the Federal Reserve Bank to lower interest rates. Why? Because it helps lower income and middle class families. But listen to what Stephen A. Smith, a sportscaster who's now the top person to run for president against J.D. Vance in the future. I don't believe he will, but I want to just show you this video of him talking about why he believes President Trump has become so popular. Let's watch this together.
The Democratic Party and what it was customarily associated with, normally associated with, how it was supposed to be the party of the working class. You were throwing your own aside. You did it to elected officials that got themselves in a speck of trouble. You threw them to the wolves. You had Supreme Court justices refusing to answer questions as to whether or not they were a woman or define what a woman was, even though they were married with children. It's a whole bunch of ridiculous nonsense that was going around and going on with the Democratic Party. We're not blind to what's transpiring right now. We're not blind to the specter hovering over all of us and how dangerous times can be, how hardship seems imminent as it pertains to tariffs and beyond. We get what tariffs may cause, the problems that it may cause, inflation, potential recession. We get all of that. But we also get that Donald Trump told us exactly what the hell he was going to do. And that not only did the vast majority of the American people still saw him closer to normalcy than we saw the Democratic Party, but because of that, regardless of his ways, Donald Trump is actually trusted more than y'all. He didn't hint towards misogyny for black men that could possibly vote against Kamala Harris. He didn't do that. He wasn't somebody that was scared to do interviews half the time and was at the mercy of people connected to her campaign instead of recognizing she was the Democratic nominee and she was supposed to be running the show and she was supposed to be the boss. You told us so? Yeah, you did. What you didn't do was tell us enough about you and what you would ultimately stand for. That's why he's the president. That's why the GOP is in control of the House and the Senate. And the Democrats are on the outside looking in. Just thought I'd remind y'all of that before y'all went out there chirping about some of the things that are going on.
All right.
Oh yeah, Stephen A. Smith brought it to the House. Of course, you know he's a staunch Democrat, high Democrat. Don't like Trump at all. We'll tell you that. But one thing I can respect about Stephen A., he gonna keep it 100. He keeping it 100. He called out Ketanji Brown Jackson on the Supreme Court. This clown get up there and she started talking about she don't know what a woman is and she married with kids. Come on, man. This is utter foolishness. And you got jokers running around here acting like they don't know what that is. Man, he called out Barack Obama for trying to call out black men for not voting for Kamala Harris when we can clearly see that she's a numbnuts, ain't got a brain in her body. I'm just saying, we can clearly see that, man. He called out Joe Biden for not knowing where he is. He called out Kamala Harris for not doing what she was supposed to be doing. And you get all this stuff going on, and you got one person that keep it 100. Yep. Yeah.
And he's saying at least the man did exactly what he told you he was going to do.
Absolutely.
The man told you that everybody that's bringing all their goods over here, they need to pay, they got to be taxed.
Absolutely. They got to be taxed. You going to see Nancy Pelosi, all these people, guess what? They were for tariffs. They wanted tariffs because they know what the people was ripping us off. They tariffing us to death when we ain't getting nothing from them. Our stuff go over there, they tariff us at 50%. They stuff come over here, and we tariff them at 2%.
2%.
We can't sell nothing over there for people that don't understand what's going on with this thing. They can't beat us in no tariff war. Why? Because America is the biggest consumer of everything.
Yeah, and nobody else is really selling our stuff.
Exactly. We can't sell nothing nowhere.
That don't make sense. Okay. We don't sell nothing really nowhere else, but everybody buys here.
Well, I tell you what, go to China and see how much you see on their stuff made in America. And come to America and see how much stuff on our stuff you got made in China. When during the doggone COVID area, we had to get medicine from China. We ain't making nothing here. Get that stuff back over here, man, where we can make it here. Then China buy from us. How about that? Made in America. That don't sound good? Man, stop playing, man. Y'all better wake up. Stop falling for the media's trick. That's why Trump's popularity is going up. More and more people every day starting to wake up to what's going on. They're starting to see, they're starting to get off of that mainstream media because you can't stay on CNN, ABC, CBS, all that stuff. You can't stay on that, not learn something.
And one thing you can't be mad about, you can't be mad at the man because he's doing everything he ran on.
Absolutely.
He told you what he was going to do, and now he's doing it for real.
And, of course, y'all know he's trying to get stopped on every end. He said he was going to deport illegals. What the judge trying to do? Bring them back.
Trying to bring the people back.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Man, I showed you probably about 3 months ago in Chicago, man, them people standing in front of apartment buildings, people scared to go down the street.
Yeah, absolutely.
He done got them up out of here. Now they talk about send them back.
Absolutely. I talked to somebody in Chicago today that's in Chicago. They happy them people is getting them out of here. I talked to that's in the Chicago today. I talked to them today. I got a personal friend up in Chicago right now that I talked to, and I asked him on the phone. I said, well, is Trump getting rid of some of the illegals? Yes, he's getting rid of them, but he ain't getting rid of enough. That's what they told me. But are you happy with what's going? Yeah, keep it moving. That's Chicago. Come on, man. That's what's going on out here. It's a shame, man, that we can't see no better than what we see. I mean, I get it. We come from a long way. Yeah, we come from a long way. Got a long way to go.
Yeah, and then that's the thing about it. He definitely didn't. But then you got people like the Democrats that they tell you what they gonna do, then they get in and don't deliver on none of their promises. The
Absolutely.
do nothing Democrats.
Absolutely.
The Hippocratic Party. Hey, look, we got the flag, and I want y'all to know that's me and Art flag.
Yeah, we made that flag.
We
for the
made that
Democrats.
flag.
It's
Yeah,
called
we
the
did-
Hippocrat.
Yeah. That's the Hippocratic
That's a
Party.
Hippocratic party.
That's the party that tell you that if you don't go get the thing put in your body, don't come to work Monday because you go get fired.
Yeah. You know what I call that? A dictator.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
The real
so
dictator.
that means you ain't got nobody, no choice. And then you go turn around and the main top thing on the ballot is my body, my choice for abortion for women. Now that's a hypocrite. That's a hypocrite if I ever seen one in my life. You go fire me on one hand for not going to put something in my body I don't want in my body, but then you running and your top thing on the ballot is saying that women got my body, my choice.
Yeah. And stop telling me about all these jobs you so-called lose. We told y'all about that last week. We'll be able to do. Absolutely.
Not only that, construction, man. When I was I ain't that old, but I remember in the 80s, the late 80s, when I was a young boy, my Uncle Punk and them, man, their whole crew was black.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
Roofing,
man-
construction, everything.
Yeah, them was
Yeah.
black men up there walking on them beams up there on them big tall
Making
buildings.
good money,
Yes.
feeding families.
Exactly.
And so, I had a lot of people come to me this week talking about, all the jobs that these people are. We told y'all week before last, nobody gave me a number of how many of them government jobs, first of all, was black jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, nobody put that out there. You know who had most of them jobs. I'm just gonna put it like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
First, that's all. But you talking about jobs being lost. Nobody said anything about that pipeline that Biden shut down. I don't know how many jobs lost. 40, 50,000, 60,000 jobs. Not to mention my job that shut down, another 30, 40,000 jobs. I didn't hear nobody crying about them jobs.
Hey, all right, you ain't telling the truth. You lying. You didn't lose your job.
What?
You didn't
How
lose
come
your
I
job.
didn't?
Stop lying to the
How
people.
come I didn't? 30,000 jobs wiped out like that. That's not just jobs. We're talking about insurance. We're talking about families insurance. We're talking about all this stuff, man. Families affected. 30,000 families. You add them numbers up. And talking about the government jobs, ain't nobody doing nothing on. Are you serious?
And this man really lost his job.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they went to Biden trying to keep it. Biden looked the other way. Don't tell me about nobody losing jobs. These people that's getting jobs, do like I did. Go find one. That's what you got to do. Go find it. I go every day. I'm around every day. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start taking pictures of all the help wanted signs I see in all these windows around here. And I'm talking about good jobs. I can start with, you can go up to Clayton Auto Road, starting at $23 an hour. Just right up there. It's plenty of places I see. Jobs all over this place. I go all around. I see the signs all the time. So don't tell me about no job. Do like I do. Go get another one. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody losing jobs. Biden took there and stopped the pipeline and throwed all them people off their jobs. And you talking about some jobs that the government jobs that they know they wasn't doing nothing on. Man, stop playing, man. All right.
You're hypothetical. No, he said hypocritical. Hypocrites.
Yeah, hypocrites. Not hypothetical. Hypocrites. Hippocratic.
Yeah, somebody that'll say one thing and then turn around and do the same thing. It's not mentioned the food issue.
Can't get raises.
Get
Yeah, because they work for less. That's the whole point. They come in and they work for less, and that throw you out of a job.
Yeah.
Look, like I said before on this show, everybody was telling me, oh man, well, who's gonna go out there and pick the oranges? Pay me enough, I'll pick an orange. It don't matter. Give a living wage, and anybody, you'll have a grove full of orange pickers. They won't have to be Mexican. I can promise you that.
You're right.
Yeah, all you gotta do is pay a living wage. That's the problem. They want to keep all the money for themselves and pay lower wages. They don't have to pay no health insurance or nothing like that. Why? Because the government give them free health care. See how that go? Yeah, man, come on, man. That's who's running the show. Well, we still got some more to show you about this Hippocratic Party.
Oh,
before
yeah,
we get out of here.
But they the worst.
Yeah, come on, man.
Here we go. Let me get it loaded up.
That's crazy. Don't forget to like, share the page, throw your cash apps up. Y'all know how we do this.
For sure.
Really respect Stephen A. Smith. He has been red-pilled. I don't believe he's quite ready to become a Republican. Maybe he can start with the Libertarian Party. Let's listen to what young Nancy Pelosi, I almost said old Nancy Pelosi, young Nancy Pelosi had to say about this topic, because it's very interesting.
How far does China have to go? How much more repression? How big a trade deficit and loss of jobs for the American worker and how much more dangerous proliferation has to exist before members of this House of Representatives will say, I will not endorse the status quo. As I mentioned, it's about jobs, proliferation, and human rights. And there are those who say we shouldn't link human rights and trade and proliferation and trade. I disagree. But if we just want to take up this issue on the basis of economics alone, indeed, China should not receive most favored nation status for several reasons that I'd like to go into now. I'd like to call the attention of our colleagues to this chart on the status quo that the business community is asking each and every one of you.
By the way, most favored trade status, I believe, was put in place by Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is the one that did this. And now she's about to show you why it's so bad for the American worker to send jobs to China and continue to overtax the American people. Now she wants to overtax the American people and continue to outsource jobs.
To each and every one of us to endorse today. Right now, we have a $34 billion trade deficit with China, the 1995 figure. It will be over $40 billion for 1996. Since the Tiananmen Square massacre, this figure has increased 1,000%, from $3.5 billion then to about $34 billion now. In terms of tariffs, I think it's interesting to note that the average U.S. MFN tariff on Chinese goods coming into the United States is 2%, whereas the average Chinese MFN tariff on U.S. goods going into China is 35%. Is that reciprocal? On exports, China only allows certain industries into China, of U.S. Industries into China, and therefore only 2% of U.S. exports are allowed into China. On the other hand, the U.S. allows China to flood our markets with a third of their exports, and that'll probably go over 40%. And it's limitless because we.
Wow, she wants reciprocal tariffs?
Don't let the smoke fool you. That's what I'm talking about. Don't let the smoke fool you. Don't let the smoke fool you. You're being robbed. The same people were saying the same thing until Donald Trump decided to do it. Now it's a problem. That's Nancy Pelosi. Not only did she say it, I can pull up where Barack Obama talked about it, doing the same thing. Bernie Sanders. All these clowns talked about the same thing, but now all of a sudden it's a bad thing. Don't let the smoke fool you, man. Don't let these media out here, corporations, corrupt your mind, because that's what they do. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man, that is terrible. Now, she out there saying the same thing that's been said before. So now you looking at somebody who said, well, okay, I don't like tariffs. Now she getting up there, oh, it's going to ruin the world. Well, China still ain't letting but 3%. We ain't charging them with 3%. And they charging us 35%. And I just told you a while ago, we the biggest consumers in the world. Everybody wants into our market. Everybody wants their stuff in our market. What Donald Trump is saying is, let's just make it here and you buy from us. How about that? See, that's just business, and people don't understand business. You scared to death that something's going to go up. No, it's not going to go up, and it might for a second. But once we get to building this stuff and it's going out, it's going to be cheap because it's going to be made right here. It don't cost nothing to get it in. No taxes. Yeah, and we can just get it right like everybody else. How about it, all you women? You want your Fendi bags made right here? You know what I'm saying? You want all your Berkeleys made right here? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And it'll be cheap. It won't cost you a lot. They put all them tariffs and taxes on it by the time it come in. You paying a fortune for it. Yeah, and it ain't even made here. Yeah, we have to tighten up, man. Start understanding what's really going on out here. We don't even know what's going on in our own freaking country. Everybody running around talking about tariffs. You know why? Because the media told you to talk about tariffs. The media told you it was bad. You didn't do no homework. You didn't understand that. You didn't even pay attention to that. The media said it. It must be true. Got to get out of that attitude.
Better.
Yeah. Or we're going to be lost forever. We still got some people running out here lost, left and right lost. Keep sending me a bunch of stuff that's nothing. You can't back it up with nothing. And the best way to back something up is look for yourself. I had a lot of people telling me, "Oh, Trump is he's gonna take Social Security." The man keep telling you he ain't gonna touch Social Security, and you better not touch Social Security. But guess who is touching it? Guess where it's ever been touched? We showed you where it's been touched at.
Oh my God, giving away, fondle with, playing with,
Hey,
all kind of stuff.
well, y'all gonna show me the media showing you where that's being took at? Where the media at? That ought to be breaking on every news station. Wonder why they ain't breaking.
They should be on every news station across the planet.
Absolutely. Where CNN at? Where MSNBC? Where's all your news sources at? That should be breaking.
And that ain't even talking about all the billions of dollars that's going to people over the age of 115 years old. They left all that out. They talking about something separate right now. They ain't even talking about that right now.
Oh my God. I'm trying to tell you, man. This thing is crazy.
They don't report the news to you.
Nah, they sure don't.
No.
They report to you what they want you to hear.
Blowing up got to tell you the news.
Yeah. You know what they report to you? A narrative.
Yes.
Yeah. See, they reporting a narrative. They're not reporting news these days. They reporting narratives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said they get you in your feelings about somebody coming. Like I said, somebody come and tell me, look what your president done did now. It's the worst stock market day in history. Like, we said, oh Lord, they gonna come and take the house. Oh Lord, all the cars going back, everything.
Yeah.
Oh no, we gonna lose
And
everything.
you ain't got nothing in the stock market.
Nothing.
You ain't even connected to it. And that was about like you telling them about
Fake news.
yeah, that's about like you telling them about running up in the White House. That ain't our business, man.
No. How in the world can you sit up there and say we being oppressed in this country and us as black people, it's unfair for us and we don't got a level playing field? But then you call me talking about your president put the democracy in jeopardy. Man, I don't care nothing about that government, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then should they
running.
There we go.
Technical difficulty. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you've been so impressed, how come we ain't run up in there and got something started and tell somebody something? So why is all y'all people mad because somebody, all them people up there, you see no lot of blacks running up in there. You see some blacks running up in there? No. All right, so what you mad about? They should have ran up in there if they felt like something wasn't right. Here you is feeling like something ain't right and you ain't doing nothing but twiddling your thumb. I don't hear you saying nothing. Stop playing, man. Y'all better get it together, man. Get it together. Get your thought process together, man. They give you a bad mindset. They feed you a narrative that's no good, man.
Exactly, man. Them people got 40, 50, 60% of all their stuff over here. We ain't got nothing but 2% over there. They don't even let American goods on the property.
Yeah. Mad over nothing. You're right, Kevin.
Yeah.
Mad over nothing.
Yeah. Don't even concern you.
It don't.
And then the stuff that do concern you, like I say, you should be happy they ran up in the Capitol building.
Well, Bro, have you noticed they always get us concerned over stuff that don't even help us?
Right.
We was talking about Target, with Walmart.
Man, I don't know.
But you don't benefit from that.
No.
DEI. We was talking about DEI. DEI don't even benefit you, and you down there marching. Guess who I didn't see out there marching? A bunch of white people. Just keeping it 100.
And them the people that's go look.
That's who getting the most out of it. So in other words, you down there marching for them.
And don't even know it. That's the whole thing. But I don't
You
see
can't
that.
make
But,
this stuff up,
yeah, but
man.
you don't go and watch Channel 9 News and they say breaking news. The new list just came out and it shows that white women are the #1 beneficiary of DEI.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, that's
and
an
then,
easy news
and
story.
then Hispanics and the Asians and all that, and then you on the bottom.
And then I see on the news, today in news, Dodge is apparently getting backlash because Americans are upset saying Elon Musk is tampering in American private business.
Yeah.
But not one time have they said Elon Musk just found that 5.5 million Social Security numbers were given out. And all of them either getting Social Security, Medicare, welfare.
And max.
All at the max.
And getting the max for it.
At the max.
Yeah. Remove the benefits from them coming over. Maybe they was absolutely. Just stay where you at, bro. Whole pack. Or I ain't got nothing against immigration, but it's got to be legal. If I got to go to your place the right way, you got to come to mine.
Yep.
That's just the way it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, we ain't changing nothing. Oh man, I'm surprised our time is almost already up for the day,
And
man.
another thing that's on that list right there that Nancy Pelosi didn't get to, 10 billion jobs. Hold on, let me look at it right quick. Let me make sure I tell you accurate. I'm gonna come right back and tell you. 10 million jobs over to China.
Yeah,
170,000 to America.
right. Absolutely.
That is crazy.
Absolutely.
And y'all sitting up there talking about some tariffs.
Yeah, come on, man. They got you mad. They got you mad at something, but out the back door, they're giving away the whole farm. The whole farm just went out the back door while you worried about a tariff.
Think about them 10 million jobs come over here.
Yeah, you worried about a tariff. A tariff, you don't have to buy that stuff that's coming in over here. They make all that stuff right here. They make a car over here. Do you know what Ford is doing right now? For all y'all Ford lovers, Mustang lovers, Ford is giving out employee discounts. Thousands of savings of dollars. You wanted you a new Mustang or something? This is the time to get it. They're giving out, the employee discount. All the benefits the employees get, they're getting it to me and you. And then people tell me, oh, cars is going up, this, that, and the other. No, the only cars going up is the ones that you're trying to get from overseas, which they need to stay over there. And we should make those cars over here. And we can bring everything over here, make it over here, and it's going to be cheaper. Pay attention, man. I'm just telling you, it's a difference in listening and paying attention.
Two different things.
Two totally different things. If I just listen, it goes one in one ear and out the other. But if I pay attention, I learn something. The teacher don't say listen, the teacher say pay attention. And she say that for a reason.
Exactly.
She wants you to learn something. That's how that go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly how that go. Pay attention.
You already know me. I'm going to continue to bring you more episodes just like this one, between what I say, what he say, what you say, what's in the comments. The truth is in there somewhere.
Absolutely. And it's time to tell the truth.
You already know. One thing for sure.
Two things for certain.
We go tell the truth.
Because it's time.
It's time to tell the truth.
Peace out.
Yeah, we see y'all next week. And that's for sure.
Yeah.